So it's been something like 6 days, I think, now. And I just woke up this morning. Something about this morning. I don't know what. I just kept hearing his voice. I didn't even know the man. Like, I'm like shaking. I'm so freaking emotional. I just kept hearing his voice. Join me, shall you? Need a piping hot caffeinated beverage? Join me, shall you? Heading over to Magic Kingdom today. Join me, shall you? Like, I just kept hearing, like, him. I watch all these vloggers, right? And I have for years. I don't even remember the first one I started watching. I think it was Shay Carl. Not for sure. Which led into Charles Trippy. Which led into, ended up going from there to Ellie and Jared and Cullen and Katie. And I'm loving the family vlogs. You know, like, I just absolutely love the family vlogs. And, well, while watching those, I always dreamed about one day my family, you know? And watching the vlogs did influence the way that I parent and, you know, got some great ideas, you know, all these, you know, watching those, it was just kind of like a dream state. Like, I never thought I would have a good husband. I never thought I would get pregnant and have a kid of my own. And then it led into more of the travel stuff. So I've got like all the park vloggers and stuff I watch now. And of course, Shane Dawson was there all throughout. Love me some Shane Dawson. But I've literally been on YouTube watching these people since like 2011, I think. 2010, something like that. And while I know that you can't know everything about a person just based off a 10 to 45 minute vlog every day, you still, that becomes part of your routine. And you give a little bit of your energy to watching that, to consuming it every day, to where you feel a connection, you know? Sometimes Adam would piss me off the way he would just rant on and on and on about nothing. He could take a pinch of salt, man, and talk to you about that pinch of salt for a good 30 minutes, you know? And sometimes I would just be like, oh, hurry up, get on with the next thing. But I always found it funny, too. He taught me a lot about the parks. He taught me that it's okay to just be quiet and be in the moment, you know? I love the idea of daily vlogging. Honestly, I miss it. If you guys have been here a while, you know I daily vlogged while I lived in Connecticut. I started because I was going down a slippery slope with depression. And I needed something to look forward to, you know, and that helped to get me out of the house. It helped to, you know, just make me think about things, you know, instead of just sitting there stale, you know. And I miss daily vlogging, but there's no way I can do it right now. I mean, unless you guys want me to. But most of the time I just work and go home, unless I have a doctor appointment or have to go to the store or something like that. And I don't know how people make it entertaining. I will watch Shane Dawson go to any store or gas station for an hour vlog and be the most entertained. Like, but I find what I do so boring. I don't know. But there was just something about today that just set me off, like hearing his voice. And even David, my husband, was like, well, you can go back and watch his videos anytime now. And I'm like, yeah, I know. But the thing is like, especially when you deal with like the parks and stuff, it's a lot of like dated kind of stuff, you know? Like, I don't know. You're not going to have the same kind of crowds on Days in the Future. I don't know what I'm trying to say. But some things you can rewatch. Some things it's like they're in the moment. Through Adam's vlog that I found the carpetbagger, and the carpetbagger and I are very much alike. We both are spicy brained. We both love roadside attractions. He has what's the word? He has revealed to me my passion for dark rides and for the parks and for, what are they called? Why can't I think of the word? Hold on. Hold, please. Stand by. Oh my God. Statues. What are the word? Fiberglass statues. Isn't that the word? Anyway. I'm a hot mess today. But again, just like the family vlogging and taking from that and applying it to my own life, I've been able to do like the traveling and the parks and apply it to my own life and go see some really awesome places, and it's been great. I just wish I had the views like they do, because I film pretty much the same stuff. 2026 is gonna be, it's gonna be a good year. I feel like it. I hope. We really need a good year. I guess come with me while we go Krogering. Looking like a hot mess express. Alright, December 28th, 2025. Do just a little quick grocery trip today. Should we? In honor of Adam. It's not Joffrey's, but it is kind of cool out, and we could use a hot caffeinated, piping hot caffeinated beverage. I also had to get Pixie dusting stuff for our upcoming cruise. I haven't told y'all about that. We're going on a Disney cruise. Officially now less than 2 weeks out. I now need to find some good bread because I want to make, oh, they got a Derby pie. David loves Derby pie. And it's on clearance. I'm gonna get him one, a little surprise. Anyway, I was saying I need some good bread. I have a certain kind of bread in mind. Actually, something like this might work. I thought it was a different color though. It was more like this color. I want to make gravy boat sandwiches. Have y'all ever heard of that? Gravy boat sandwich. I'm gonna get these instead. We're just gonna get those. So gravy boat sandwich is where you cut the bread and then you layer your meat, your cheese, and you pour gravy on it. I'm gonna add tomatoes to mine too. And you bake it, and then you butter the top with sesame seeds. It's good. You bake it in the oven. I'm gonna make that today. I want something hot and delicious. So that's what we're gonna do today. On to the next step. Unless I get a fancy sourdough bread, I normally just get a classic white, but well, these little whites are on sale for 60 cents. I'm just gonna get a few of these. A couple packs of gravy. Get 2 of these. Alright, I'll get a can of black beans. Okay, we are out of the staple powders. We need chili powder, garlic powder, and onion powder. Okay, Eli needs some chips to go with lunches and for snacks, so I think we'll get him the cheddar and sour cream. He really seems to like those. Okay, we'll get one of these to be part of my breakfast when we go to the airport. I'm gonna see if they have any meat sticks to go with that too. Alright, got the rest of the cheese that we need. Have you ever heard of anybody buying cling wrap to wrap up their Christmas tree? And that's what we have to do. I'll show you later. I think I'll put it up today. I'm honestly getting tired of looking at it. So coming out of the store, there was a woman with a huge white trash bag full of like plastic grocery sacks that she put in the donation bin. I had to do everything to pick my drop off the floor. I was like, what is it like to be in the tax bracket where you can afford to shop that much and not use those bags for your bathroom garbage can? What? You guys, this tastes like it has 0 sugar in it. It's kind of gross. Meat sticks at Kroger, $6.99. When did that happen? Both turkey and beef. I was like, no, I'm gonna go to Aldi maybe tomorrow. Get them for $3.99, $4.99, something like that. They're not the greatest, but if it saves me $3, heck. Guys, I'm tired. Did Christmas take it out of you too? Vlogmas was a lot. I'm kind of excited to go to once a week uploading in January, not gonna lie. We still need to talk about New Year's resolutions, which we will one day, just not today. But I have been thinking about that, trying to process that. I do have some goals. I have basically the whole year planned as far as vlogs go already. So stay tuned for that. We're just going to be living our best life, you know, because one thing that last year taught me with my grandpa is that life can be over in a split second. You can have plans and they're not going to happen because you're not going to be here. And Adam just reiterated that hardcore for me, being that he was a lot younger than my grandpa. And it struck a chord with me because we had so much in common. The roadside attractions, just the general curiosity, the love of the parks. So it kind of hit close to home. So my grandpa, being that he was related to me, and now Adam, being that he and I had a lot in common. So it's just one of those things. Yeah. So with that being said, let's go home. Let's haul all this stuff upstairs and we'll start putting the tree away and I'll make those sandwiches. Let's go. So here is what I call the gravy boat sandwiches. You just cut your bread in half and I put turkey lunch meat with some turkey gravy, 2 different types of cheeses and tomatoes. And then I put some butter and sesame seeds on top and baked it until it got all warm and gooey. It's delicious. Even my 7-year-old, who's super picky, devoured 2 of these like this for lunch.